Hi, this is Esther Ellis, one of the creators of the Goblet Wire. I wanted to give you a heads up on what our current schedule is looking like, since we don't have an episode this week, but we are picking up again next week. We have 4 episodes left in this batch of the Goblet Wire. When I say batch, it's almost like a season, but the intention with the Goblet Wire is to release episodes as we have them, to gather them in batches that kind of follow a theme and feature very specific creators, and then to release those when they are ready. And ideally, once we increase the size of our production team, we'll be able to work on multiple batches at a time, so there won't be much in the way of breaks between batches. But where this is our first one, we're still figuring everything out. We've got a pretty good map for batch 2 and 3. We do have little pauses like this as we're still waiting on audio for our last 3 episodes. So it's a bit of a roadmap of what to expect from this show, since I've posted things like this on Reddit. Shout out to all of you who comment and upvote on Reddit. I appreciate you so much. But many of you are not on Reddit. You might be on Twitter. A friend might have handed this to you. Ideally, one of you has come from like a notice posted up on like a telephone pole or something. I wanted to give you a peek behind the curtain of what this show is going to look like. So the plan when batch 1 is done is I'm going to be meeting with Justin Hellstrom, who does the synthscapes and kind of co-puts this thing together, and the other writers to figure out, okay, what did we like? What do we want to potentially improve on or spice up? Bring on some other sound designers to take a look at our methods so that we can, when we're going into batch 2 and 3, have a good audio template going into those. So the plan right now, I've been contacting writers. So I have about 8 writers in the works that, depending on what scripts they bring me, will put them in different batches. And that will take care of batch 2 and 3, which will start coming out in 2023. For this year, we've got 4 more episodes, so that's a month of releases. And then we have a mini-series that I've been working on that'll be 5 or 6 episodes following one character. You've actually heard a little snippet of it if you listen to the trailer, which is the first thing on this feed if you scroll down to the bottom. And that's something we kind of want to do with the Goblet Wire, is release a batch or 2 and then do mini-series that do a deeper dive on a character. So the general batch is going to teach you more about the world, the rules. Even if you don't understand what's going on, that's fine. It will click together steadily. I promise you know more about the game now than you did when you listened to the first episode. But when you get those deeper dives, it will give you material where you can go back and listen, have a more thorough understanding. So for this year, we've got 4 more episodes in this batch, and that'll close out the batch that kind of features Justin Hellstrom of The Great Chameleon War, Eli Barraza of The Far Meridian, which is crowdfunding right now. Go to their Indiegogo website. They've got really neat rewards, and The Far Meridian's just incredible if you haven't heard it. And then Caravan's creator, Toe Zaman, and Caravan, also incredible. Go listen to that. Go listen to all of the shows. From there, we go on to the mini-series, which, like I said, is going to be 5 or 6 episodes, depending on how long that takes us to make. And it doesn't take a whole lot of time to make this show. It's just we have day jobs. And more than anything, say it takes you 3 weeks to write an episode, and it takes you 3 weeks to get audio in, and it takes you 2 days to put that audio together. That's still a 2-month process. So while things can move very quickly, there's multiple things in the line that need to kind of go off without a hitch for these things to go smoothly. So I don't have a release date, but these will be coming out in 2022. And then we have other like 2 or 3 episode, just little series that we might fit in through the end of the year. But yeah, I wanted to kind of give you an idea of what to expect. Thank you so much for everyone who's shared the show. I think we're on our way to hopefully hit 5,000 downloads by the end of this batch. If you want to keep helping with this, I know I talked about this at the end of the last credits, but just share it around with people. Shout out to everyone on Twitter who's been retweeting it. Shout out to reviews. Apollo just did a audio drama poll on which show they were going to review for their first newsletter, and the Goblet Wire won, which is incredible and also absurd because has some of the best shows in audio drama out there. Just thank you for everyone who's commented. We appreciate you. Look forward to this next episode. It's a creepy one. It's a fun one. Thanks for joining us on this journey. We will see you next week.